What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming DraftKings NBA DFS slate. Before we begin, like, wonderfully, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's been tons. I know we're breaking down this 9-game slate. So, kicking it off, I was making sure we have all this set up. So, kicking off with the Daily Grind cheat sheet. So, come hang out with us at Daily Grind Fantasy. It's a great group of guys and gals in there. We have cheat sheets for every slate you can think of. For basketball, we have, this is from December 29th. It's the ownerships on FanDuel, Yahoo, DraftKings. So definitely check it out. It's pretty awesome. They give us a core. Matt and TJ post a core every single night of their favorite plays. This is from the one from today, actually. And then come hang out with us at Hotsteak Daily Fantasy. It's an awesome app for quick daily live prop betting in the game. So it's a pretty awesome app, but definitely check that out. So we're here breaking down this 9-game slate. Look, I still didn't pull up Yahoo. I'll pull it up tomorrow, and we'll break down the Yahoo slate also because I know y'all like to see the Yahoo. So on the Orlando side versus Washington, we have Lone Carter Jr. questionable, Mo Bamba questionable, Jalen Suggs, Fultz, and MCW are out. So Cole Anthony at 7-4. I like the upside he brings. He's definitely in play. Wagner at 5-7. I don't mind the price tag on him. We know he flashes some upside. Terrence Ross, 2 scoring dependent for me. I much just rather go to the opposite side of the ball on the Washington team because there's no Brad Beal. We know he's in COVID protocols, and there's no Thomas Bryant, but he should be, in fact, playing on Wednesday or tomorrow. So I wouldn't mark him out. I think he's going to try to play tomorrow, but I don't know if it's official yet. But Kyle Kuzma and Spencer Dinwiddie, both guys that are definitely in play. I love both their price tags. I like Harrell still at 4.7. He's too cheap compared to Gafford. KCP's out of play at 5.1. And then Denny Advidia at 4.2. I don't really like that. And Brad Beal, like I said, being out, that opened up the spot for Corey Kispert starting at 3.5, which we know he can get hot with his shot. Boston and Indiana. So Marcus Smart's questionable. If he's in fact out, I'm going to get to some Al Horford at 5.4, but he's been awful. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both overpriced, in my opinion. I might get into either one, especially in the matchup. Robert Williams 7.3. This is kind of a team I'm just fading overall. On the Indiana side, we need to watch to see what happens with Caris LeVert and Brogdon and Durante, because if they're all out once again, we're going to see Syke start, and we're going to see Washington Jr. possibly start. But again, Lance Stevenson has been the better option at 5.1, but we know he's going to be chalk because we know how good of a game he can have based on what happened on the January 8th. But Miles Turner 6.1, I don't really like the matchup for him. Then Sabonis at 10,000 is in play as just a contrarian option. So Charlotte at Philly on the Charlotte side, nothing really stands out to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like much of this team, especially going against Philly. Lamelo Ball 8.7 now under 9K. It's okay if you want to get to him as a secondary option, but Bridges, no thank you. Rozier, no thank you. Not much I like on the Charlotte side. On the Philly side, so if there's no Seth Curry and there's no Tobias Harris, it's going to be the Tyrese Maxey show at 5.4, and then Joel Embiid at 11.2 is going to be an amazing option. I still like him either way, though, Joel Embiid against this team. And then Quirk Moss 5.2, he is still upside. Matisse Thybulle, we know he can get hot with the stocks, but 4.1 is kind of expensive in my opinion. Miami and Atlanta. So on the Miami side, no Bam and no Jimmy, obviously, no Oladipo. Devon's questionable, so we might see your 7 be able to play at 6.9 if Devon's in fact playing. Tyler Hero and Kyle Lowry are both okay options to me. Being under 8K. Vincent at 5.4, I don't mind that whatsoever. And the match stress at 5,000, a little bit expensive. On the Atlanta side, so Clint Capella is now doubtful. He just changed the status. So if he's in fact out, where I might see some of Okongwu at 3.9. John Collins is unhappy in his role on this team, so he might be a little bit more motivated at 7.4. Trae Young, 10.3, I'm not paying that price tag for him. Bog at 5.6, okay in the mid-range. But again, nothing really stands out to me on Atlanta's side. Dallas and New York, though. On the Dallas side, no Porzingis, so we might see more of Reggie Bullock and Maxi Kleber. But be careful with Kleber because we know how inconsistent he can be. Luka Doncic at 10.9, I like the matchup for him. Jalen Brunson 7.7. I don't really want to get much of him. Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 scoring independent. Mainly just Luka and the big men on this team. On the New York Knicks side, Julius Randle 8.5 now. 8.5 for Julius Randle. So the price tag's finally going down. That's a big thing that we need to keep an eye on because I think this matchup is good for him and a good bounce back spot. Sorry if I hear my dogs. Obviously, they're on the stairs fighting each other, so it happens. Archie Barrett 6.6. It's okay to me. Alec Burks 5'6" if he starts in place of Kimba. I don't mind that price tag. And then quickly at 4'8", it's okay. Houston and the Spurs. So Christian Wood, KPJ. I like KPJ now under 6K. That's a great price tag on his part. Jashawn Tate at 5'1", not really for me. Jalen Green 4'7". We know he can flash some upside. A lot of this Houston team is kind of out of play to me. On the Spurs, no Derek White, no Keldon Johnson, no Vassell, no Montgomery, no Trey Jones. So we know how it goes on this team. DeJounte Murray, 9'7". I love him here against this Houston team. Jacob Poeltl, 6'3", should be able to smash the paint. Lonnie Walker, I like at 4'6". Primo now for the price tag did go up for Primo at 4,000. So just keep that in mind. And then Brian Forms. Give me 1 second. Obviously, how to tell the dogs to stop because they're way too loud. But we're on the Spurs. So like I said, Primo now at 4,000 is a little bit expensive in my opinion. Kenneth Bates Diop, I don't mind that at 3.9 though. It's just tough, like I said, to get to Primo. And then Cleveland at Utah. So on the Cleveland side, everybody's in except Okoro. So Darius Garland now 8-1. He's trying to falling down to earth at 8-1 now. I do like the price tag a little bit more. Evan Mobley at 7-1's too cheap. Kevin Love at 6'5 is way too cheap also. Rondo at 3.8. I don't mind the price tag because we know he can flash some upside, but it is against the Jazz, so keep that in mind. On the Jazz side, though, Donovan Mitchell 9'4" is the main option for me. Hassan Whiteside 6'2". We know how I feel about Hassan Whiteside. The price tag did go up, but he just needs to have a good game, which is kind of hard to come by right now. Mike Conley 6'1". I don't mind that. Jordan Clarkson 5'4", 2 scoring independent to me. So let's move on to Brooklyn and Chicago. So on the Brooklyn side, we need to keep an eye on James Harden and Kyrie. So Kyrie should be in fact playing because it is out of Brooklyn, but it's the injuries. So we need to watch for these two guys because this could change the slate. Kevin Durant's an elite option if both these guys are out. We might need to see how the big man. We might see more Blake Griffin at 3-2 if there's no Aldridge, if there's no Claxton with Aldridge already out. But could see Cam Thomas see a bigger role and Bruce Brown see a bigger role. So I like a lot of this Brooklyn team. We just need to keep an eye out on the news. And on the Chicago side, with no Alex Caruso, we're going to see more of Kobe White and more Io DeSomino. So I like both those guys. Lonzo Ball at 6'8" is a great price tag to me. I like a lot of this Bulls team. You can kind of fill in with Vucevic, Levine, and DeRozan as just a one-man stack. And then Lakers at the Kings. So LeBron James 11-7. I like him a lot over Russell Westbrook. Malik Monk 6'2", a little bit high price to me. I'm not getting into a lot of this Lakers team on the Kings though. Kind of a similar story. Maybe some Tyrese Halliburton at 7,000 and De'Aaron Fox. Rashawn Holmes is back, so it's going to take away from Alex Len and Metu and Bagley. But I like Rashawn Holmes as a key piece at 5'5". So that wraps up this slate for us, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope there's a great and safe rest of their night. Have a good one, everybody.